Hey YouTube, it is I, Zach Commander, your coach of the Canadian Sailors. And guys, we are back for another draft analysis for the SPDA, the Spear Pillar Draft Association, the Ultraball Wi-Fi division. This is going to be some fun. Let me get this water down. Stay hydrated. Alright, so we have joined another draft league, like I said a minute ago. And yeah, we drafted our first Sun team. So, yeah, this is a fun draft league. And I've been very excited for this because I love my Sun team. So, I got 13th pick, I'm pretty sure. So, that's pretty good. Um, I wanted to get an early pick for a Gouging Fire Iron Valiant season, but I'm okay with the 13th pick. I don't mind getting worse, quote unquote, worse Pokemon. Because I know I don't need the best of the best to win. But, so, yeah, with that out the way, let's talk about my first mon. So this is, like the ZDL, the ODL, if you watch my other draft leagues. Very similar tiering, with the Terra rules being a bit different. I'll talk about the Terra rules once I get to my first Terra Captain. So, with that out the way, let's get to our first pick. And I did draft Sun. So, my first Pokemon I had to get was, of course, Roaring Moon. Gouging Fire, of course, was taken. I would have taken Gouging Fire if I could, but Roaring Moon, hey. This Mon, hey, he's pretty cool. He could Dragon Dance, and he can be Choice Band, he can be... This Mon actually is great special bulk, so honestly, like Ice Beams, this Mon can shrug off Ice Beams like it's freaking nothing. Like, it can always live in Ice type. If it's mainly Fairy types that this Mon is scared of, and Iron Head does help with that. So, as long as I can get Fairies out the way, this Roaring Moon goes crazy. This Mon eats special hits, and yeah, fighting hits are also kind of a problem too. It could probably live one with its pretty good HP stats, so I'm not super concerned. And of course, it's Sun. This Mon's a freaking demon. So yeah, that's my first pick, Roaring Moon. The next pick I got, of course, was the Wake. The Walking Wake. My two dancing dragons right here. We got the Hydro Steamer. The Hydro Pumper. I thought this got Roost for a second. The freaking Outrage Mon. Hey, this Mon can dance. These Mons can dance. Okay? Don't mess with my Dancing Dragon duo. So I wanted to get, of course, another Protomon. And Walking Wake just felt like the best option on the board. With the Water Dragon typing being a very good type with only two weaknesses in Dragon and Fairy. And of course, Dragon Beam will hit Dragon. It's really just Fairies. So I gotta make sure there's no Fairies. But this Mon can really nuke things. This Mon's biggest weakness is Bulky Waters. So I really wanted to get something that could deal with Bulky Waters. So my third pick, well, I did want to get Thundurus Therian. So I was debating between both the Thundurus forms at this point. Incarnate or Therian, Incarnate or Therian, Incarnate or Therian. But Incarnate gets Prankster. And I feel like with these Sun Pokemon, being able to Thunder Wave threats that allow these two, Roaring Moon and Wake, to outspeed or get a potential big para that I could get a Dragon Dance or just get Chip is huge. And also, this Pokemon isn't weak. It's only like 30 base special attack less, I think, or 20. And that's, yeah, 20 base special attack less. And I got the Incarnate form. With Prankster Thunder Wave, I'm able to paralyze a lot of things. And if I don't need Prankster, I can always run Defiant. And I also could run Physical with like Acrobatics, or I could even run Super Fraud Slam, you know? This Mon also does get Weather Ball, so I can have fire coverage, and it can set up weather itself with Rain Dance or Sunny Day. This Mon really helps with bulky waters, as obviously my Walking Wake gets stopped by those. So being able to counteract freaking bulky water types with Thundy here, being able to attack both ways as well, meaning Thundurus Therian can as well, but this Mon is way more suited for it, especially with Defiant. So I can either run physical or special depending on what bulky water's on the other side. Alright, so now I need a freaking fairy type. And the fairy I really wanted, Screamtail, was taken. But I couldn't be mad. Screamtail is a great mon, and of course it's going to get taken early. And I did want to get it for the Proto Trio, but also, looking back at it, getting sniped here, this was the only snipe of the draft for me. I got very lucky this season. I did not get sniped after this snipe here. But honestly, this snipe was very good, because I was thinking about it and I was like, man, Gardevoir or Florges just fits my team better. And Florges got taken. But honestly, I would have probably taken Gardevoir because I haven't used it yet. And like, Gardevoir does get a better move pool than Florges. So I thought Gardevoir was the better choice anyway. So, yep, Gardevoir. Telepathy is useless, but Synchronize and Trace are quite cool abilities. Usually I'm going to be running Trace, but Synchronize could work too. So if I'm going to get like Will-O-Wisped by a bulky Pokemon that is physical, then maybe that'd be a great ability. But most of the time I'm going to be running Trace. This mod can obviously copy abilities, which is cool. It does get Psy Shock to hit those special walls. It does get Teleport for pivoting. Great coverage with Thunderbolt and Misty Fire. Where is it? Misty Fire. And of course, this one just gets a vast move pool, which I really like about the Gardevoir line. It gets good support options in Wisp, Trick, Wish, Wisp, Thunder Wave, and Trick are great. It also gets TR and Taunt as well, which I really like. I love the coverage. This one just gets amazing coverage, and I feel like it's going to come a long way, especially with its great special bulk and great special attack stat. Its speed stat is kind of mid, but honestly, it fits my team speed tiers very well, which I've been really focusing on my late drafts. My PTL draft especially, I feel like I did define my speed tiers very well. And this draft, I kind of wanted to do the same. So yeah, my speed tiers to me were very important. So yeah, we got Gardevoir. Now, my next mod. I wanted to get a final Protomon. My final Protomon. And I also wanted to get a better Protomon. I hope. Wait, did my mic unplug? Okay. Please, I hope this isn't too scuffed. Well, my next pick was Sandy Shocks. I needed a ground type, needed a Protomon, so I got Sandy Shocks. Man, I hope my mic didn't unplug there. My scuffed headset setup is not the greatest. Mm. This is the most scuffed recording. This is my second try on this too, and me over here drinking the whole liter of water. My last recording had yawning problems this time. Okay, well, let's get back to the topic. Sandy Shocks is my hazard setter and my ground type for the team. It does give me it's pretty fast, pretty strong as well, so it can really play a support role or a offensive role. It does get dual screens, it gets iron defense, it also gets things like Eerie Impulse, it gets Electro Web for speed control, and of course, it gets my favorite move of all time, Body Press. We love Body Press. It does not get the Hatterene move that I really like. Does not get Trick Room, but hey, this mon gets D-Wave support. This mon is a great electric ground dude. He's great. We love the Shocks. We love the Shocks. Now, one thing that I was really hoping to get was good hazard control, as my PTL team hazard control is not great. So this time I really wanted to get a good rapid spinner. Look no further than the top, baby. Look at the top. It's the Hitmontop. Don't ask. Hitmontop is here. Woo! Spin. Hitmontop spin. Hitmontop boo boo. Do the spin. Do the spin. Hitmontop is back. I've never had this mon on my team. Hitmontop is here, and this mon can do a lot of things. High jump kick. Interesting. This mon is mainly here to spin hazards, obviously. He can go spinny mode, he can go spin, and he can go spin. This mon also gets Fake Out, which is always nice to break focus sashes, and it gives me a pretty good SPDF Pokemon as well. I already have a lot with Gardevoir as well, though, but, I mean, hey, here's more. It also gives me Intimidate and Technician. Great abilities, especially with the move pool this mon gets. Like, this move pool, I love this mon. This mon is so cool, because it can play so many roles. It also, it doesn't get sword stance like the other ones, but it does get bulk up, which isn't bad. It gets lots of priority. Yeah. It's Hitmon spin. Hitmon spin. So yeah, it's my rapid spinner. Now my next mon. I wanted to get my Terra caps. Now let's talk about the Terra rules. So you have 16 Terra points, and you can Terra Pokemon 10 points and lower, but there's some exceptions. So yeah. There's also one other rule that I really like, and that's you don't need a stab Terra. But spoiler alert, for two of my Terra captains, I did put stab Terras anyway, because they just made sense with the Pokemon. In my opinion, I might change the stab Terra in the future. I might change the Terras in the future. I don't know. We'll see. So, my next Pokemon here, we got Hisuian Typhlosion. I wanted the Fire type nuke. This thing can frisk, and also gives me a Ghost type. I picked Terra Fire, Terra Ghost, and Terra Fairy. The reason I picked Terra Ghost, mainly the reason I kept Ghost on this thing, was because of the fact this is my only Ghost type, and Shadow Ball sucks, okay? I need the extra power. So I decided to bring that if I needed the Ghost coverage to hit hard, but mainly this thing can Erupt spam. This thing also gets Calm Mind. This bot bulk isn't terrible. Like, don't sleep on the meh SPDA. With Calm Mind, hey, it's not bad. I've seen it live hits. This bot gets Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's Typhlosion. It's just a fire type nuke. That's kind of what it does. And now the next Pokemon. I wanted to get grass type Pokemon. And I wanted to get something that helped with ground types. Because my Sun teams in general just have problems with Earthquake. So I needed to get the best Earthquake stopper. Arbalava. 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 And the 3 Terras I picked for this mon were Fairy, Fire, and Poison. And I didn't need grass, because, who needs stab? Who needs stab on this mon? You need coverage. And good defensive typings. Obviously, fire and poison both benefit from the terrain. And fairy is just such a great Terra type, especially with the alluring voice. Coverage. Fairy is just so freaking good. And maybe I would change it down the line to steel or electric, but I already have 2 electric types. And steel, I mean, it's good, but I get fighting moved anyway. So, who knows. I do like the Terra Fairy. I feel like Terra Fairy in every mon is just always good to have. The Terra Fairy is the best Terra type in the game. So, yeah, Arbalava, pretty self-explanatory. It's another strong mon. It gets Strength Sap. With physical threats, it can Leech Seed. It can Earth Power. It can Encore. It can do all that. It can also Weather Ball. So it's pretty cool in Sun. It gets Synthesis as well. So this mon can just heal to insane amounts of health. Like, this mon is the Cresselia of this team. The bulky monster. And now, I need a grounded poison. Arbalava Terra Poison doesn't count. So, my walking wake told me she wanted a Honda Civic, so I got a Revavroom. Hey! Close enough to a Honda Civic, right? So, we got the boy out here. I wish this mon got Rapid Spin, but this guy can shift gear, and this mon, even without Terra, can go out of control with shift gear sweeping. This mon also gets Parting Shot with great support move. Gives me T-Spikes. Gives me T-Spikes. This is big. Big gaming, big gaming. T-Spikes and Toxic, always great moves to have. So that's the card for you. It does get self-destruct, so if I need to sack something, it goes boom. It goes boom. Temper Flare, also getting boosted by the sun, is very nice for steel types, as his stabs aren't the best for hitting those, so. Temper Flare gaming. So, with Rever removed the way, who drops the Sun team without a freaking Sunsetter? Now, the 2 options were still on the board, and Torkoal and Ninetales, and I was like, which one should I pick? Torkoal is better, but Ninetales can also be better. Like, they're both pros and cons to them. Ninetales is better as a more offensive Sunmon, and also can pivot with Baton Pass, but Torkoal gives me more bulk, and I don't really have any physical bulk besides Hitbox Top Intimidate, so I decided to get the Torkoal. So, yeah, the Torkoal with the Drought ability. I mean, White Smoke is kind of cool, honestly. And Shell Armor. Hey, Shell Armor is always nice, I'll be honest. Shell Armor is amazing. And I keep hating that my headset mixer keeps falling. And it's so annoying. I need to, stand this better. So, yeah, that's annoying. So, my mic just, cuts out or something, or, acts wonky. It's because of that. I'll try to fix it eventually. But yeah, this one is a Sunsetter, and it has a great defense stat, which is always great. So Body Press, always a great option. This one also gets Solar Beam, and its attacking stats aren't bad. Now, it's not like, how good is Ninetales? Actually, this is stronger than Ninetales. So, I mean, here, there's pro for this mon. It gets stronger than Ninetales. It also gets Shell Smash. So, I mean, hey, let me cook. Maybe 1 week I can bring Shell Smash. It is very slow still, but I mean, it could still work, probably. The cool thing about this mon is to be physical or special with its moves, which I think is so interesting. So I could honestly see me running, a more offensive build Torkoal, a defensive Torkoal, a support Torkoal. It's mainly here to get up Sun, but I feel like it could play some cool roles, especially since it gets rocks, and it can be a rapid spinner, so I do have 2 spinners, which is always great. Now, next mon. I don't have a Chlorophyll mon, and I wasn't really planning on getting one, but after I calc my points, I realized I had 8 points after these picks. And there was a Pokemon for 4 points. And that was Levani. Yeah. Levani, welcome to the squad. This Mon is actually strong. 103. 103 base attack. If this Mon got Solar Blade, it'd be over. But it doesn't get Solar Blade, unfortunately. But Leaf Blade still works, honestly. It's a great move. And this Mon doesn't get growth either. But it does get Sword Stance. So this is always going to be a physical attacker. But with Chlorophyll doubling, it's a very great speed. I don't really need to run too much speed investment usually. And with Sword Stance boosting my attack, I can go crazy with some Leaf Blade, Bug Move, and stuff like that. The 3 Terras I picked for this are Grass, Fire, and Fairy. Looking back, Grass I might change later, but I really wanted to stab Terra. Maybe when I'll probably look at my matchups and see if I need Terra Grass. If I might change it if I'm never going to run it to a better Terra. That may help me defensively or help with coverage, but Fire Fairy, great for grass types. Fairy, there for the dragons, and Fire is there to help with all the... Because grass beats all of Fire's weaknesses, so they kind of work well together. And Fire also helps with steel types, as this Mon doesn't really break steels. So, yeah. That's Levani for you. It's a chlorophyll guy. That's what he does. It also gets cool abilities like Overcoat and Swarm. So, I mean, it's not the worst. It also gets webs. So this could be a webs lead, but this can also be a great sweeper, which I think is super interesting. And honestly, this mod seems pretty underrated. So I really hope I can prove that Levani is the GOAT. Because I've not seen this mod on a Sun team. Everyone's picking the other Sun guys. But hey, don't sleep on Levani. Alright, last mod. I really just had 4 points, and I said, hey, I'll just get something cool. You know? And I was gonna get Dosh Bun, but that got taken. So I was like, okay, Dosh Bun got taken. I mean, that's fine. It would be cool to have a fire immunity. Because I'm obviously running a Sun team, so it'd be cool to have the fire immunity, get the body press, it'd be cool. But my TBD. Oh yeah, TBD. Forgot about that draft league. I guess I never made an update about it, but yeah, that league's like done. It's like over, I think. I don't even know what happened to it. It fell apart. But there's one Pokemon I really wanted to keep using. I mean, there's a lot, like literally, like Low Kicks, Galarian Weezing. Oh, there's so many fun mods on that team. Galarian Weezing, Low Kicks, Duraludon. That was fun. I really did like my Raikou. That mon was fun. I really enjoyed building with that. And of course, Rhyperior. That was my favorite. Oh my god, I loved using Rhyperior. I was actually going to draft it in this league, but I decided against it. Oh my god, Rhyperior, dude. Oh my god, I loved that mon. That mon was so fun. That one was so fun to use. But I couldn't get it because it wasn't 4 points. But instead, I got Muck. Muck was a pretty cool special wall. I don't know if I need this mon at all, honestly. This is kind of just like, this is the best 4-point mon. Like, the 4-point mons I was debating between were like Muck, the Avalugg, regular Avalugg. But like, why would I want Avalugg? I don't need another spinner. And then there was like Bastiodon. There's like, I don't even know. I can't pick 13 mons. So, I actually spent my points wisely, I guess. I got a lot of cheap options this league. Like, I didn't get a 19-point crazy guy or anything. So, yeah, I kind of budgeted my points decently this season. I feel like surprisingly. So, yeah, there's Muck. Muck is here to be another special wall, another toxic spike setter. It can stop setup, a dual wall. It can do it all. Acid armor plus the SPDA. Oh, that's evil. But yeah, Muck is great. This mon gets Memento, it gets T-Spikes, it gets cool special coverage and Flamethrower and Thunderbolt. Even though its special attack isn't great, it can still make it work. And yeah, that's Muck for you. So yeah, that's my team for the SPDA Ultra Ball division. I'm very looking forward to this league. I'm going to spoil my week 1 matchup. I'm fighting the Gouging Fire team. Week freaking 1. And I have a Sun team. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was hoping I'd fight that team later. I probably would have made like Terra changes. I'm just playing. Oh my god. I cannot believe out of all the matchups I could have gone. But hey, that's all good. So, that's my draft analysis. And guys, I'll see you all for week 1. Peace out.